Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack! You Kabachi kuita hotonga. Yala mo inkapun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbeska gang. Ba mamarulira. Kuyami juskuna chitanai. Yina kun mamarulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando do nado chut. Muksha papangpa pola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tong nongbong shang yung yang. Tong patok smaktelia.
Uh-huh. On it. It's open. What?
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer. I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore. Goodbye and...
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk nin chatukun ne mulerabes.
Ci gratulo da pograshi oneu komba cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira. Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Ci gratu loda bograshi oneu komba cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Tolpa da bongwale gando nangugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong abog sha ninang. Wanga kun bez keng balemurra.
Tag bis tu ponko kokimak panka. Sing para chisca mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha. Chanshak bulara. Umrao chisca duchi. On chubanjishka yanki. Titoke gratung kun chicha kun. Witam boragatong. Mulira shang turung ni na potata tuanga chun tize. Igrutu haga jijiwa. Ci gratu loda pograshi oneu komba cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patis mucho shak pakhat. Kie nono nama paole rachikun. Yikuta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodung.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek.
Achuta, wonga kun bis dolbi kikuyana, dong patugas makdelia.
Ready. On it. It's open. Sure.
Hudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha. Chupatanki.
Ready. On it. It's open. Yes?
Kavadumpa kapaliamo na pata. Bonanakachu. Yinkin
Ready.
kun no ba mule rachi kun.
On it. It's open. Sure.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, eh? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there, and from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Not much of a issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks I prefer to keep to myself mostly, but there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to just keep following the... Don't know... Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. Good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the upper I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Terrace.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than I should. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. No, I know. Don't worry about it. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davix men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Vex were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davix's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he...
Well, I've heard of the exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade...
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish... I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my... Welcome to the... just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy. I am a practical droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors. Then if you would...
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here,
I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off? Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do. You're giving me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you...
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I will not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Terrace. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that! If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment. Welcome back. Are you in need of... Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits. Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while. Davik's interested in anything that can turn... I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
On it. It's open.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic. I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Remember, if you get your hands on that...
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
Ready. On it. It's open.
Sure. Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you. You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want? I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zach's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man. You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just to help them out? I don't believe it. Oh, thank you.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up needing those credits later on.
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you. You've saved my life. I better go give this to Davik right away.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Rashi got. And she began Bolivia. When now for the Tufta.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation.
Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
Here!
On it. It's open.
Sure. I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about.
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the...
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, listen.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
A drink? Hey! For a Slummy, you ain't so bad. Come...
No way, forget it. No more drinks.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe...
Kin kon shi kakchin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin witimembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mulera dwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kavanum.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no. Chinapala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kin kun shi kakchin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mula reji. Ching pala niska mule dun rata tigin potranco. De searcha doma wana kondatama. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Ka wana boda atugawa. Kanki do rakun. Watimi alabola. Kakin cha na guat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nik ton chun chun ke nemolek rabest. Wuf mala nibo kurk. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk ki ba nukunek, tanga bok sha nagnong, mucha shakapaka, ye ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon. Tanga bok sha nagnong. Hachu apanki. Tangabu. Kin kuya. Kaki. Witimembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakuji kopa. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abu kakin cha na guat na bon kon. Wana kumbes chi pala mu. Tanga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this... Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning of a great plague spread. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and... I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, that is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet. You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning...
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him. On it. Damn!
Sure.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. So unless you have the... If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my... I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris at all.
Listen to me, people. There is a